guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the Modelones nail foil glue gel, which is a UV LED cured, and we are also going to be comparing it to a traditional foil glue. So this is 15 milliliters, which is a half a fluid ounce. I think the size of the bottle is quite good. Now on the back it just says healthy nails and it comes with a warning. It doesn't actually say how long it's got to be cured, but on their webpage they say 60 seconds. We're going to be using 3 different kinds of foils today. We are going to be using a patterned one, which is really difficult to work with, but it's a really expensive, good foil that I've used a lot, and it comes out really nice if you can get it right. Now, the second foil is a cheap set from eBay, or I don't know exactly where I got it. It's really thin and flimsy, but you can get quite a nice result with it. And the third one is the Modelones that actually came with the foil glue. This is like a Halloween set, but I just want to compare them a little bit. So the first one we're going to be trying out is the cheap foil, and I've just done 1 coat of colour on the tip just to kind of cover it because the foil's blue. Now I'm going to go in with a coat of Modelones. Unfortunately, I feel that sometimes I have to do a slightly thicker application with this foil gel because otherwise it doesn't tack properly. I've had other foil gels that are thinner, but as I said, this one has a bit of a thicker consistency. Doesn't smell too bad though. So I'm just going to take my time and apply that well. Where you don't put the foil gel, the foil isn't going to stick. So just take your time with this. So when this is done, I'm going to cure it. So I've seen some other people do some reviews of it, and not everybody is happy. I've noticed that it says a 60-second cure. That doesn't work in my lamp. I've got a 48 watt lamp, and for me to get this to work properly I have to do it for 45 seconds. So I think you can just try and play around and see what works for you. I'm just going to get some alcohol or some cleaner on a lint-free wipe and wipe the back off. That's just to get rid of any grease and make it adhere better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on top and try and smooth it over the tip. And I think the most important thing is to try and get the creases out. And I'm using like a silicone hoof stick. You can also use your fingers or a lint-free wipe or whatever, but I think it's a bit easy to kind of control it with this. And you do have to rub it fairly hard. Now, because this is a thin foil, this can come off a little bit easier. So I try not to keep sort of lifting it up and checking it all the time because I don't want it just to peel off in pieces. As you can see, I keep actually pressing it down a little bit. And you do have to apply quite a bit of pressure to get this right. And as you can see, it's often at the corners and the sides that it will start lifting. Now, I'm not too fussed about this one because I've got the blue underneath. It's not a crisis if there's a few like little patches that don't come out. But as you can see, I don't really feel that the foil's coming out completely clean. There are little bits left on the actual foil. But what you can do is you can just take the corners and kind of dab them in on the sides, and that will help you sort of patch up the little parts that you're missing. And this nail, I think actually did come out well, so I'm going to just top coat that. Right, on the second one I have done a base colour, and I'm going to go in with the Modelones foil gel in the exact same manner and cure it at the same time. And this one I'm super careful with because any flaws will show up on this design, so I'm kind of stressed about this. But this foil does work well. I've tried it with other foil gel brands and it comes off nicely, so I'm kind of expecting a good result. But this is a slightly bigger piece, and I'm going to kind of try and go in diagonally because it makes it a bit easier sometimes to put the foil down. And as you can see, I'm just pressing it down to start with before I start going in with my hoof stick. And as I said, I'm really making an extra effort on this one because on a light background and with a pattern like this, everything's going to show up. So just take your time and you can go around the edges and come over the top, and as I said, try to smooth out any creases. And it's starting to lift a little bit quicker than what I'd like it to, unfortunately. I like foil to lift when I want it to lift because otherwise I feel that you lose some control, unfortunately, with it. And I keep trying to stick it down to get it back in place. So this isn't working out how I wanted to do. It's kind of releasing in a weird way, and then half of it isn't stuck, and this is a problem I've had with the Modelones before. So I'm just going to put that away and we're going to try that with a regular glue. So on this one I've put a base layer of colour down, and I'm going to go in with some cleaner and take the tacky layer off. You don't have to do that with the other glue. And I want to buff the surface, and make sure that that's nice and matted, and give that a little wipe. Now the disadvantage with these are that they take a while to dry, but I'm going to do a really thin, nice application. It's white when it goes on, and it isn't ready until the glue goes clear, so you'd be better off giving it a couple of extra seconds longer. So the application is the exact same way. Take a while, stick it down, try to get rid of any creases, and then rub it really, really hard. See, the problem is with foils, because they're flat and the nail is curved, and that is where the problem comes in. If you could just lay them flat, they'd come off anything. So right, I'm looking at that and it's starting to release, as you can see. So I'm going to stick it back down if it hasn't released properly, and give that another rub. And as you can see, when I start to lift this off, it has come off and it looks so much nicer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a top coat. So I'm going to put down another coat of gel on a new tip, and I'm going to give that a full cure because we're going to be trying Modelones foil this time. Now the Modelones foil, particularly this one, is a really thick foil. I'm not really used to working with foils that thick, and that can be a sign of a good quality, and it's just what you prefer to work with sometimes. But as I said, I find it is a lot more work to get these off, and I've tried them several times off camera, and I feel that all I do is rub and rub and rub and rub without them really releasing. So after a lot of work, it did come off, but I don't feel that the result is like super great. It's okay. So I'm just going to do a round of regular foil glue and see what it comes out like if I do it like that. And again, I don't feel it's an easy foil to work with, but that might just be me. You might like them, I don't know. And again, when I peel this off, I do feel that the result is cleaner. So my honest opinion on the Modelones foil gel is that it's okay. I've tried a lot better foils with this that give a lot cleaner result. I will continue using it, but like I said, it's just okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So until next time.